Welcome to another biology class, and for now we want to look at another topic under biology, and the topic is soil. From our elementary science, we know what soil is all about. We know that every living thing, for example the terrestrial organisms, they survive on the surface of the soil. Now the soil is the upper layer of the earth, which is very essential, particularly for plant growth. So the importance or the interest that a biologist has over the soil is the interest that has to do with the plants, because the plants serve as the primary source of energy for all living organisms. Now, in this study, we want to look at definition of soil. We will look at the composition of soil, and look at the importance of each of these components of the soil to living organisms. So the first thing that we are looking at is the definition. Soil is the upper layer of the earth, which is essential for plants growth. So the interest that we have in the soil is because the soil is essential for plants growth. Now, we know that soil doesn't just arise that way. Soil is formed through weathering of rocks. So soil is formed through weathering, called weathering of rocks. Is formed through weathering of rocks. Weathering means breakdown. It means breakdown of rocks. And depending on the type of rocks, we have different types of rocks. We have igneous rock, we have a sedimentary rock, and we also have a metamorphic rock, depending on whatever type of rock it is. When these rocks, when they are broken down by various agents, they yield particles of the soil. Now basically we want to look at the composition of the soil. Composition of the soil. Now the soil is composed of 5 major components. One, it is made up of the organic matter, content. And 2, in the soil we also have mineral matter. In the soil we have air. In the soil we have water, and the final one are the soil organisms. We have these various composition of the soil. The organic matter are the remains of dead plants and animals, and they are otherwise referred to as humus. They are referred to as what? Humus. So particularly dead remains, remains of dead plants and animals. So remains of dead plants and animals constitute humus. Then the feces of animals too. The feces of animals too constitute, so the remains of the dead plants or animals that are on the soil, they are what constitute the humus part of the soil. Apart from that, we have the mineral matter, which is as a result of weathering of rocks. So this one comes from weathering of rocks. This one comes from weathering of rocks. We have various types of minerals, in the soil. Then we have calcium in the soil. We have phosphorus in the soil. We have magnesium in the soil. We have iron in the soil. They are all as a result of weathering of rocks. There's oil air. Soil, has pores that is filled with air. And if it rains too, the rainwater gets to the soil, and the soil is able to hold portions of this, rainwater. So we call it soil water. Then we also have living organisms that, dwell in the soil. Some of them, they make burrows in the soil. Some of them include, our rodents that make burrows in the soil. It could include organisms like earthworm. So we have in the soil, we have various categories of organisms, like microorganisms like bacteria, like algae, like fungi. They are all present in the soil. So they constitute part of the soil organisms. Apart from that, we have organisms like insects, some rodents, okay, they burrow into the soil. We also have earthworm. We have earthworm, which will burrow, in the soil. So we have earthworm. These organisms, they are there in the soil, and they burrow, into the soil, and their activities becomes part of the things that makes the soil to be able, to produce. So these are the main components of the soil. I'll go over it again. We have the organic matter, which has to do with the remains of dead plants and animals and their feces. The mineral matter that comes from weathering of the rock. The air, which is a mixing of the atmospheric air with the soil. Then we call it water. So particularly we call it soil air and soil water. Then soil organisms. Those are the things that have come together that we call soil. So we will now, make progress from here to look at the importance of various, components of the soil.